Shalom. Erev Shabbat, Parshat Ve'era. This week, my father left this world to a much better place. I was very happy for him, really. Even though, of course, mourning is mourning and loss is loss. But we know that he's in a much better place than where he was. In a hospital bed, unable to move, hooked up with tubes, constant supervision, and able to do the most basic necessities. And he had dementia for quite a while, and you really couldn't talk to him. He wasn't the same person. And it's hard to see and painful. But I'm sitting here in Shiva in mourning, but I feel this joy around me. I feel the joy of my father, of his life. He is a person who loved life. He loved people. He loved the creator of people. And he created a family with 3 religious children and 33 grandchildren, all within the beautiful Getter, the beautiful boundaries of the Torah. And he used to ask me, what happened? How did this happen to me? I'm a secular guy and I have 3 religious kids. And you know, how that happened was earlier generations were calling, earlier generations were pulling the strings. So we're not in control of our children, and we should drop that illusion, because we'll be a lot happier. And we'll see the beauty of our children without our own agendas. And now I see my father, I could talk to him. Before, when he was demented, you couldn't talk to him. There was almost nothing left of the person to talk to. Anybody who's gone through this cycle of life understands. But then I realized last night, about 2 a.m, I'm sitting alone and thinking about things, and I looked at my dad's picture. I said, Dad's happy. If I'm happy, he's happy. And I could talk to him. Dad, how is it up there? Now you see the truth. Now you see the Torah. You see the traditions. You see the laws and the things that we do, and all the complex understanding behind why Orthodoxy is what it is and has stood as the bulwark of Judaism for 4,000 years. Are these practices, and these laws, and these traditions. And so he sees them all now. He's got a full bird's eye view of the whole library. And he understands why we are who we are. And so he doesn't have to ask, what did I do? Now he's getting stock dividends every moment for every good deed that every child and grandchild and great-grandchild does. There's a little dividend over there for him. You know, so that makes us all happy. That comforts us. And that produces a situation for a new generation. Because generation ba, generation olech. Right? A generation comes and a generation goes. And it is always for the young that Judaism is emphasizing, that the young are the hope, are the future. And invest in your children everything you can, because you'll get it all back and 1,000 times more, just like Dad did. Moshe ben Avram Yosef, Shira. That's his name. And, you know, I think he's in a good place, and people are looking around him saying, what factory did you bring to heaven, producing all that energy? Well, this is what we are taught, and this is what we live and experience. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful Shabbat. And whatever loss that you're going through now, that loss is only a preparation for a greater gain. Hashem pays all the bills. Hashem takes care of all the debts. And Hashem will complete us in this world for the next, a much better place that we all have to look forward to. And that changes our relationship to death completely. And when you change your relationship to death, then you're ready to really live. Shabbat Shalom.